is the queer experience in the Philippines currently?
Ang hirap nung tanong na to.
Thank you for that wonderful question. Actually, the tolerance is increasing.
Yeah.
It's not acceptance. Kasi let's differentiate. Kasi sa ibang bansa, ang pag sinabing tolerance is about acceptance na rin. When in fact, ang tolerance, if you translate it into Tagalog, tinitiis.
Yeah.
So pag tinitiis ka, there's conditions.
Yeah.
You're tolerated up to a certain point. When in fact, everyone should be accepted. In-accept nga natin ng isang heterosexual na walang trabaho. Kaming mga ganong mga hirit. Pero hindi, walang ganong rapat rason. Pinanganak ka, dapat may karapatan ka, dapat pantay tayong lahat. And you can't use your religion, your bigoted interpretations of your culture to justify your discomfort, your hatred, your misinformation, for your ignorance. Kasi at this time and age, you have all the capacity to access information and discern kung tama ba itong information o hindi. And actually, just have to look deep within your heart. Magiging ano na ako ngayon, no? Deep within your heart. Kasi if you really love, let people grow and support each other, di ba? Pero if you love, pero puro fear, that's not love. That's just fear and negativity, di ba?
And I mean, if you don't understand, try to understand.
Yeah.
Mag-aral ka.
Ang hirap actually, I was just thinking of it, mahirap din sagutin what the queer experience is because it's not a homogenous community, right? Like there are so many different other marginalized sectors who do belong to the queer and trans community. So, yung experience, for example, ng isang magsasaka na tomboy na nasa malala yung lugar talaga. At yung experience ng isang tomboy din, pero middle class o kaya mas mayaman na nandito sa Metro Manila or sa mga ibang mga syudad, magkaiba yung experience niya. Tapos kung mapapansin ninyo, I think it was just 2 days ago, si Tatiana Tumikad, who is a trans woman from Iligan City na nahanap nilang natagpo ang patay, no? Her story is not unique. And it is just one of the few that's reported. There are so many more stories of violence and abuse and discriminations na hindi nire-report because walang mechanisms to report it or hindi siya dinideem as important enough to report. Last year was the highest number of trans murders counted by Trans Border Monitoring Europe dito sa Pilipinas. Pero again, these are only the reported ones. What about those that we don't hear about? Mas marami pa yun. Diba? So, the queer experience, there isn't one answer to this. There's a lot more visibility, like Ging said. There's a lot more tolerance, like Ging said. And I think ito yung opportunity for us na paglalinin pa yung kaalaman ng mga tao para maitawid natin siya dun sa hindi lang sa acceptance, pero yung talagang standing in solidarity and actually using your privilege in society to make sure that LGBTQI+ people are not discriminated against, are not victims of violence, are not killed just because of who they are, who they love, how they want to live their lives with freedom and dignity.
And I can add, yung tolerance is an opportunity to collaborate with your loved ones or chosen family, to parang one step siya to acceptance. But both parties should do their own work on how to do it. Kasi up to now, it's a continuous process to be out. Heterosexuals don't do that. It's us. Since 1982, I've been outing myself up to now. And it's a good thing kasi people are now listening. Before, no one wants to ask a question. I have to ask, okay, get a piece of paper and ask your questions. Now they want to ask. And it's a good thing. Hindi lang sila nagmamarites. Kasi they want to challenge maybe what they know, they want to believe in. Kaya pag sinasabi ko, kung bangungutin kay mami ang gabi dahil sa sinabi ko, and that's a good thing. Kasi it means you are questioning what you thought was right. Diba? Pero, at the same time, hand-in-hand nga talaga, while you can have loss, like in other progressive countries na advanced na yung LGBTIQ rights. Pero nakita mo, ang dami pa rin namamatay na LGBTIQ persons. Ang taas ng bullying and suicide rates ng mga LGBTIQ kids and adolescent and youth. Bakit?
Yeah.
Kasi we have to go back to our families. Eh.
Yeah.
And the Pride event, our fiesta,
Yeah.
is an event, it's a family event.
Yeah.
You bring your family. For sa amin nga, if you can stand us, and you're curious, go. Huwag niyo lang kami bastusin, huwag niyo lang kami saklan. Actually, yung mga anti-LGBTIQ protesters, they're welcome.
Yeah.
Kasi we engage.
Right.
And it's also a good opportunity for mainstream LGBTIQ persons na they think na, we're already free. No. Ito yung reality check na there's still people like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And religion is not the enemy, ha?
Yeah.
It's the interpretation of different
Oh, yeah.
religious groups.
For sure.
Kasi marami na tayong religious group na very supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have to ask you to be more open and
Yeah.
and vocal in showing your support.